I'm Fran Fraschilla from ESPN. Welcome to Film Room on Big 12 Now as we look at Devon Dotson, a likely NBA draft pick. One thing NBA teams like about Devon Dotson is his elite speed. He may have been the fastest player in college basketball this season. And boy, will that come in handy when he's surrounded by NBA athletes. Take a look at him here as he's off to the races. Now, remember, this guy was first in the league in points, first in the Big 12 in scoring average, and first in the league in steals, in part because of this dynamic track star-like speed that allowed him to get end-to-end both offensively and defensively. Here's an example of him going coast to coast right here, like he shot out of a cannon, and again, finishing at the other end. Underrated about Devon Dotson, I felt this year, was his finishing ability. Watch the speed now manifests itself on the defensive end as he runs through that passing lane. And he's not just quick of foot, but he's got great hand speed, as you see right here, taking that ball away from the Iowa State player and finishing at the other end. Want to talk about hand speed? Take a look at this right here. Quick hands, gets all ball, and he's off to the other end of the court where he scores again. Let's break that down for you. Take a look at him lurking, figures out now is the best time to come. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And I'm going to finish at the other end. He is going to be a pest on the defensive end in the NBA because of this ability to use that speed and quickness on both ends of the floor. I also love his off-the-ball basketball defensive IQ. Runs through the passing lane, recognizes he's got a chance to steal it, and he does. And he turns this steal into an easy basket for his Kansas teammate, Marcus Garrett. Good IQ. One more time, let's watch quick hands by Devon Dotson. Not only does he knock this ball away, but he's got the presence of mind of throwing it off the West Virginia offensive player right here. Heads-up play makes sense. When you play for Bill Self, you learn how to do that. Now, here's the one area that he's got to continue to improve on. Devon Dotson, timely three-point shooter in clutch situations all year, but in his career, he shot 33% from behind the arc. He's got to raise that up a little bit, I think, to be more effective in the NBA. But what gives me great confidence that he will, as you see his follow-through, is this kid shot over 80% from the foul line in 2 seasons. So you know the stroke is there. Now it's a matter of consistency. And I believe if this becomes a more consistent part of his game, he will be even a more dangerous weapon in the NBA. I think part of the issue that happens for Devon Dotson is he's always been so good at getting to the basket in high school, grassroots, and college, he hasn't needed to rely on the three ball. But as you can see from these clips, he certainly has the capability from knocking the deep one down. Great follow-through, great rotation. And again, if you remember watching him play, always big in big moments for the Kansas Jayhawks. Watch that follow-through. Boom. Now, watch him use his speed to get to the basket. We've talked about open court. We've talked about the defensive end. And now this ability to get downhill. He loves to drive right, but he showed Baylor late in the season in a critical game that if you give me the left side, I can get that way too. So he's going to be able to attack you off the bounce with either hand and create an environment for himself where teams are going to have to be concerned not only with the outside shooting, but also with the drive to the rim. This young man has the athletic package to be an outstanding NBA point guard, Bill Self in Kansas will miss Devon Dotson, but he's made his mark on the Big 12.